W4AZ. I saw me in there. Usual routine. W4AZ.
All right, yeah, there you go, Chuck. You are on the list. We'll say 73T, and this is KD8PC, and I am clear and listening.
All right, W4AZ. And I guess the hot chip doesn't come out over Echolink anymore. Well. 730. Have a good night. W4AZ.
All right, Chuck, I got you in and out. This is W8HRF. All right, this is W8HRF. Sorry for my delayed appearance here. Getting things set up here in the background. But we got about 40 seconds until the announcement. And then we'll get the pre-show started. So, be ready to rock and roll tonight. Please stand by. We've got about 30 seconds. W8HRF standing by for the net.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
All right, there's the girl. Chuck, you'll have to let us know if she made it through Echolink. QST, welcome to the Beacon Net pre-show. Beacon Net is sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association right here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown. The frequency is 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We light up the nighttime airwaves every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Tulsa time. This is the pre-show, and I'm here to take early check-ins and in and outs. And I'm gonna line everybody up, and at the top of the hour, Lucy's going to knock them down. So we got a couple trivia questions, and should be a good time. So this is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator tonight is Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot W8HRF. My personal is Josh Juliet Oscar Sierra Hotel, a.k.a. Mr. Lucy. That's my wife. Let's see. As is tradition, we're going to head up to the top of the list here and do a quick roll call with all of the Beacon Net crew before we get started. It calls it the Mickey Mouse roll call. Let's see. Hopefully Lucy and I's mics sound good. I'm going to call Lucy, KE8YUK. You ready for the big show, Lucy? W8HRF.
W8HRF, KE8YUK. I forgot about the new rig up you've got on the microphone, so tell me if I sound good. KE8YUK to W8HRF.
Unfortunately, the 991A does not have monitor on VHF. It is only on HF. So somebody else will have to tell us how we sound. So let's see. Let's go on down to Dustin, who has no responsibilities whatsoever tonight. KD8EPC, what's going on, Dustin? W8HRF.
W8HRF and the Beacon Net pre-show. This is KD8EPC. Well, good evening to you, Josh, and Lucy, and everybody else. You guys sound fantastic, so no worries there. Not much going on here. It's rainy, it's chilly, and yeah, we're just hanging out. But we'll be here for the big show, and we'll be in the blue screen harassing everybody. Hi. With that, this is KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
All right, KD8EPC, W8HRF, fine business, Dustin. We'll look for the harassing and the blue screen, and I'll try not to look at the blue screen while I'm trying to talk. So, Going to clear with KD8EPC, who's sticking around, and we got just Nick on the list next. KD8SLG, how's it going, Nick? How have you been recovering from vertigo? Over.
WHRF is KD8SLG. Good evening, Josh. All of the Beacon netizens. Thanks for getting me in that Mickey Mouse roll call here, man. I'm surviving. I'm still a little wheezy. If I go turn to the right too fast, I get dizzy. So I'm kind of glad for the backup camera in the car. You know what I mean? I'm here tonight, man. I'm excited to see what's going on. Let me know if you need anything. And I'm going to take a chance now to remind everybody about the MAPS Hamfest on Sunday. It's a good one. You ought to go. KD8SLG, back to net control.
A beer, Nick. I need a beer. All right, Nick. Well, maybe we'll see you at MAPS. We have tickets somewhere. Tom sold us the tickets at the Sarah Family Picnic this summer, and I just got to scrounge them up and figure out where in the world I put them. I think they're in the van, but we'll find them. We'll be there this weekend. So. Cool beans. Yeah, don't forget to go to MAPS this weekend if you can make it. I've been meaning to for the last 2 years, and finally going to make it happen this year. So excited about that. Going to clear with Nick, KD8SLG. Brings us down to other Nick, Nick at Night, K8QKO. What's going on, Nick at Night? You sticking around tonight?
W8WKY.
W8HRF, K8QKO. Yeah, if you want to, instead of saying the other Nick, and you don't want to say Nick at Night, you can say more than just Nick. That would work too. But yeah, I'm sticking around. I'll listen for the trivia, and I'll throw some answers out there and kind of hang out and enjoy the net. Then I'll pass it back to you, Josh, K8QKO.
All right, fine business, sir. We got you on the list of sticking around, and a little bit more than just Nick. All right, Nick at Night. A little bit more than just Nick. All right, anyways, got you sticking around. All right, next on the list is K8VZA. Eric, how are you doing, and are you sticking around tonight?
W8HRF in the group, KE8VZA here. Yeah, I'm going to stick around, Josh. My eyelids are starting to get heavy, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Anyway, KE8VZA back to you, Josh.
All right, fine business, sir. We get you sticking around with some heavy eyelids, but we'll see how it goes. So, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, you had fallen asleep, and I should have just yelled louder, I guess. But anyways, all right, going to clear with Eric, and that brings us to the bottom of the Mickey Mouse roll call because Mr. Allen, KI5DAY, is out there at work in the belly of the beast. So, let's just putting KI5TAQ on the list. I saw him pop up in the blue screen. So we're going to take a couple rounds of check-ins here. I'm going to read off everybody who we have. Give me 1 second. Let's see. So I'd like to remind everybody before we do this that this is a link system, so please key up for a few seconds before you start talking and hang on for a second or two after that. We want to hear everything they have to say. Take a couple rounds of check-ins, work the list, see who's sticking around for the big show at the top of the hour and who's not. So right now on the list, I have K80KDW Brad out there in Missouri, KC0LRM Kelly, WB4AIZ Chuck, got you in and out, Chuck. Thank you for stopping by. K5CFY Mr. Ray in his customary number 10 spot. AB8MO up in the land of not yet snow and maple syrup. Let's see, we got, I said the word out loud, dang it. KI5OZZ Miss Nancy, KE8ZRY Jeremy, KC1VQS Paul out there in Maine, KE8QFT Uncle Fred, N8YMY John, KI5TAQ Taco Tim, presumably not in the taco truck. All right. That's who I have on the list. If you didn't hear your name and you'd like to get on the list for the BeaconNet pre-show, please call with your Call sign phonetically and then alphabetically. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Alpha Romeo Bravo KE8, ARB, Brandon and Manaway, just in and out.
Kilo Delta 8, Hotel Alpha Golf, KD8 HAG, Tim and Litchfield. I'll be in and out.
November 8, Whiskey Hotel Romeo, N8 WHR, Mike in Brunswick, in and out.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, on that round, we picked up my buddy Brandon, K8ARB over there in Manaway. Thanks for stopping by, Brandon. Good to hear you. Lucy says hi. I got to get back to your text. Hopefully, Finn's wisdom teeth stuff happened well, or went well. Tim, KD8HAG, got you in there, got you in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Tim. And N8WHR, Mike, got you in and out as well. Anybody else? All right, nothing heard. We're going to go ahead and jump up to the top of this list and see who's sticking around. KA0KDW. How's it going, Brad? Long time to talk. Well, no, it was only a week ago. What's going on? And you sticking around tonight? Uh-oh. KA0KDW. Brad, are you out there?
I thought you were calling me for me, but I wasn't sure. KA0KDW. I'll be sticking around and watching a movie, so hopefully I don't miss you guys. Come back to me after the top of the hour. KA0KDW.
All right, Brad, we got you sticking around for trivia. By the way, I heard you talking about suggestions for, comedies or movies to watch. Sounds like you found one, but if you need more later this week, Arsenic and Old Lace with Cary Grant. Pretty good one. Topical for this time of year as well. Kind of got a Halloween slant to it as well. So, all right, we'll talk to Brad in a little bit. It's going to clear with KA0KDW. Brings us down to Kelly, KC0LRM. What's going on, Kelly? You sticking around tonight?
W8HRF, Josh, yes, I will be sticking around and sitting here sipping on my vodka and wouldn't miss it. All right, back to you. I'll let you get on down the list there.
All right, fine business, Kelly. We got you sticking around. By the way, your audio's a little soft, but we got everything you had to say. Let's see. Chuck, are you still out there? Do you want to say anything? I haven't talked to you in a little bit. WB4AIZ, Chuck, I know you said you're in and out, but are you still out there? I want to say hi. All right, I should have looked in the screen here. I don't think he's connected anymore. Going to clear with Chuck. Brings us down to Mr. Ray, K5CFY. How's it going, Mr. Ray? Thank you for allowing me to have the week off for the Boredom Breaker Net. We were very productive this Saturday and got the shed delivered and everything, so thank you for that. But are you sticking around tonight?
W8HRF and the net. This is K5CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Josh. Yeah, I'm definitely hanging around, so I'll give it back to you. Let's get on down the list. K5CFY.
Fine business, sir. We got you sticking around. Let's see. That brings us down to Andy, AB8MO. He is still running. He's still doing net control for the Warren Club net. So we'll come back to Andy in a little bit and see if he's sticking around at the bottom of the list. So, Miss Nancy, KI5OZZ, how's it going? You sticking around tonight?
W8HRF, good evening to you and the rest of the crew out there from KI5OZZ. I will make no guarantees. 5 a.m. comes awfully early in the morning. I'll at least try to stick around for the questions and give you my answers, but probably will be passing out before the answer. So there you go. Back over to you, Josh. Great. Sounds great. And howdy, Div. It's Lucy back there. KI5OZZ, back to you.
All right, Miss Nancy. Well, we got you sticking around. I know that the morning hours, they come quick, so, but we'll give you a call, and if you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. That's okay. All right, going to clear with Miss Nancy. Brings us down to Jeremy, K8ZRY. How's it going, Jeremy? You sticking around for the net?
W8HRF, this is KE8ZRY, even Josh, and even everybody who's checked in so far. I'm planning on sticking around for the net. Little one's having a rough night so far, so the plans may change, but I'm definitely planning on sticking around. With that, I'll pass it back over to you, KE8ZRY.
W8WKY.
All right, Jeremy. Sorry to hear the little one's having a little bit of a rough night. Betty's been having a rough night for the last couple nights. Well, I guess both of them. But she'll wake up and she'll be like kind of crying, kind of calling for mom and dad, and like I'll go in and I'll try to like see what's going on, and she's not very coherent. I think she's just having a nightmare, you know. And I'll come in and kind of just try to get her tucked back in a little bit better, and then she's okay. So. But anyways, hopefully that sorts itself out. But we'll give you a call. And let's see, next we're going to talk to, let me go ahead and re-identify. This is Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8HRF. My name is Josh, Juliet Oscar Sierra Hotel. Going through our list of pre-check-ins for the BeaconNet that starts at the top of the hour. And next we're going to talk to Paul, KC1VQS. How's it going, Paul? And are you sticking around tonight for trivia?
Yeah, well, good evening, Josh, and everyone on the net. I've had a fairly quiet day here. Weather-wise, it's been pretty calm and on and off, sunny and light winds. But I usually don't stay up this late, but I'm going to try to stick around for the trivia tonight. So I'll pass it back to you, Josh, KC1BQS.
All right, Paul. Yeah, I normally hear you up bright and early on the barometer net. So, but it's cool that you're here tonight. Thanks for sticking around. We'll give you a call, and Lucy will give you a call at the top of the hour. So, looking forward to it. All right, going to clear with KC1VQS. That brings us down to Uncle Fred, K8QFT. How's it going, Uncle Fred? Are you watching the World Series? It might be over. I don't know. I have not been following close enough. Over.
Oh, funny you should ask. No, I hadn't been watching it till the other night. Monday night I watched it for a little while, and I said, I said, wait a minute. I said, the Cavs are on. So I went to watch the Cavaliers because I got their streaming service, but no, I couldn't watch that game. You had to have some off-the-wall Hulu, Zulu, Kulu, whatever. And I said, 3 games they had played, and 2 of them I couldn't watch. And I'm paying for this streaming service. So, oh well. That's my big gripe for tonight. Yeah, but I'm watching it right now, and Toronto is up 3-1. Yeah. Oh yeah, Monday night was a good game, 18 innings. That's the one that I turned off. So, oh well. The baseball season's over anyway. The Guardians aren't in it. KE8QFT back to net control. Yeah, I'll be here.
All right, Uncle Fred. Well, thanks for the update there. Yeah, well, I just pulled up the score on my phone. I think the Blue Jays are up, right? The Dodgers are down. I think it's 3-1. Yeah, so tied 2-2. Anyways, Lucy laughed when you said the Caps were on. All right, Uncle Fred. We'll have Lucy give you a call here at the top of the hour. And next on the list is N8YMY, John. How's it going, John? You sticking around tonight, or are you just getting your parking ticket validated?
W8HRF N8YMY. Well, let's see here. We got the pre-net, the pre-net, the barometer net. We was on the boredom net. The pre-net again. Heck, we might as well make it a total hat trick tonight and stick around for the real net. Yeah, we got to do a little meet with LNK and Tim, KZ8TG came in, and even K4OG stuck his head in for a minute, messed around a little bit trying a new 6-meter beam out tonight. So had a little fun just a little bit ago on that. But yeah, Josh, we're going to stick around, hang out for a little bit with you. N8YMY.
All right, sounds good, John. Well, thanks for sticking around. We'll have Lucy give you a call here in a little bit. And yeah, man, you got all the nets, the pre-nets, fantastic. Very radioactive day. All right, we'll clear with N8YMY. That brings us down to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. How's it going, Tim? You sticking around tonight, or is it Becca? Because in the blue screen, apparently it's Becca who's typing, but I'm confused. Help straighten me out here, Tim. Well, maybe Becca logged into NetLogger and maybe Tim's not there. So we'll give Tim a call a little bit later. We'll see if he shows up. And Andy should be here now. He was doing the net over on the Warren Amateur Radio Club repeater, but he is over here. How did the net go, Andy? And you sticking around tonight? Over.
W8HRF from AB8MO coming through 015. And believe it or not, my clear node is not falling apart. It's actually staying connected tonight for a change. It's been weird with that. But it's staying connected, thank God. Yeah, but that, we only had 9 check-ins, which is a little, I usually get about a dozen. So I guess people weren't really out and about. But repeater is working great. Just everybody was full quieting. We missed you, but, I don't know why it's always, whenever I'm running that net, you're always tied up here. So it just doesn't work out. But one of these days we'll get you in on that net. Would love to have you. So anyhow, I'll stick around. Oh boy, you got 9 minutes to kill still. You're doing a good job there, Josh. They need to retain you. Triple your pay. I vote we need to triple your pay. W8HRF from ABNMO.
ABNMO, W8HRF. Hey, I'm okay with that too, Andy. We can triple my pay, but triple of 0. It's still pretty much 0. Anyways, sorry to hear. It sounds like you said it was a little bit of a late night, 9 check-ins, but yeah, I'll have to tune over there. I have it set up in the 991A here. It's just I don't sit down at the radio too much unless I am running a net, I guess, or I am mobile. So I did sit down this weekend, and I made 2 contacts Sunday morning for the contest that was going on. I don't remember the countries. One was an island off of Africa somewhere, so that was cool. But I did not get the chance to participate too much in that. But anyways, all right, got you sticking around, Andy. And also picked up Jairus off of the blue screen. and we'll do another round of check-ins because I've got 8 minutes to kill. AI5Q, how's it going, Jairus? How are the kids? How's the family? And are you sticking around tonight?
Howdy, Josh, and Lucy, if she's listening. I think I'll try and stick around. I'll definitely get my answers in the blue screen pretty quick. I try and get it before I think about it too much or get influenced by other people, and then hopefully I'll be around when you call on me. Doing the Mesh-tastic net here locally in Tulsa, and Jeff has a drone that he's flying, I'm not sure how many hundreds of feet above Sand Springs, but he has a Mesh-tastic drone that he's flying over Sand Springs, relaying people from all over the place, and they picked up 4 airplanes today on the Mesh, so that's kind of fun. It's a fairly low cost of entry project that you can get into under $50, and you can be up and running on just about any of the Mesh-tastic things. So that's pretty cool. And it reminds me, you were talking about Betty having nightmares maybe. Well, if it ever gets into night terrors where she's like losing her mind and unconsolable, get a hold of me and I'll tell you what we had to do with Varric. We had to time when he went to sleep and then time how long it took him to have his night terror, and then back that up about 15 minutes. So about 45 minutes after he went to sleep, we'd have to go rub his back until he turned over, and that disturbed him just enough that he wouldn't have night terrors. And we had to do that for about a year and a half. So there you go. AI5Q, back to you, Josh.
AI5Q, W8HRF. Well, I sure hope they're not night terrors. That does not sound pleasant. Lucy had night terrors when she was growing up, though, so I guess I wouldn't put it past her. But anyways, hopefully if she was just cold. But yeah, that's good to know. So thanks for the info. Yeah, I think I have your phone number somewhere. I just have to shoot you a text. But anyways, good to talk to you, Jairus, and we got you sticking around. So. All right, I am at the bottom of the pre-check list, and I got 5 minutes. So, if you'd like to check into the BeaconNet pre-show, please give me a call with your call sign phonetically, along with alphabetically, along with your name and location. Please call now.
W8HRF, Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC Fred, Akron. Good evening, Josh.
This is...
Good evening, Josh. Here is KC8, Fox Queen Victor, Mark, KC8 FQV.
November 8, Yankee, Quebec, Lima, N8YQL. This is just Jack in the Falls.
All right, we got a good list there. Let me make sure I got it. All right, on that round, had 2 collisions, but I think I got everybody but one person we're going to see. WA8KOC, I got you, Fred. There was somebody in there with Fred. I thought I heard something about Leroy. I don't know. I'll come back to you in a second. K6KJV, RevKev, got you in there. KC8FQV, got you in there, Mark. N8YQL, Jack in the Falls. And N5KBD Pete, picked you up off the blue screen there, Pete. Who did I miss? Was there somebody who, the only word I picked out was Leroy or something, started with an L? Come with your call sign now.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Oscar Golf,
KF8EOG, Pete, in Leroy Township. In and out.
There we go. Okay. Hey, Pete. Good to hear you. You're sounding good in the 015, and I got you in and out. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for stopping by. Was there anybody else out there?
KI5TAQ.
All right, we got you, Tim. Okay, I'll pick it up there. We picked up KI5TAQ as well. I'm going to throw it to you, Tim, because I got you up here in slot 17 on the list. I called you before because I saw you in the blue screen, but I think it was Becca. So did you leave your phone lying out or computer open? Did she hack you? KI5TAQ, W8HRF.
W8HRF. This is KI5TAQ. I think she's using my iPad because it's got the rag chew on it, or she's on the computer in the computer room because she can communicate on the blue screen. That's about all.
All right, that explains it, Tim. Well, there's been one or two times. I think there was one time I logged in. I had put Lucy's account into NetLogger for the net when we were running it. We had a weird setup. She was using my computer for some reason, and then when I jumped onto the blue screen the next time, everybody started saying, "Hi, Lucy, how's it going?" And I was like, "Oh, Lucy's in the blue screen," and it was me. So, but Tim, are you sticking around tonight?
Most definitely.
All right, sounds good. We got you sticking around. Dang, 10 o'clock. That 5 minutes went by fast. WA8KOC. How's it going, Fred? Are you sticking around tonight? W8HRF.
Good evening, Josh. Good to hear you. Hope everything's gone well today. Hey, dig this, man. Barometer net this morning, not one of the Echolink crew were in there. N8MKR, W8HRF, KD8ZSH, nobody. But I still wound up with 56 check-ins on the barometer net, so that was pretty cool. I just missed you. I'm going to try and stick around. Hopefully I won't fall asleep on you guys, but I'm sitting here listening intently. Hopefully I'll be able to get at least one of the trivia answers right. Probably not, but that's okay. You got to keep trying. Good to hear you, buddy. Take good care of yourself. Talk to you soon. W8HRF and the BeaconNet pre-show, W88KOC.
W8KOC, W8HRF. All right, Fred. Well, hey, fine business on so many check-ins. I think he said 56 or so. 52. That's awesome. That's there's been some like high numbers for the barometer net lately. I know the one time I jumped in the car and it's just like you got 21 check-ins all in a row or something. It was crazy. So sorry I wasn't there. Could have pushed you closer to 60, but sorry about that. We'll have to get you next time. But all right, Fred. We got you sticking around, and we'll rustle up some toothpicks to keep your eyes propped open here. All right, gonna clear with Fred. That brings us down to RevCav K6KJV. How's it going, RevCav? Kev, you sticking around tonight?
Hello, Josh, Lucy, and the youngins. Yes, I is sticking around, and I'm doing just fine. So back to you, K6KJV.
All right, RevCav, we got you sticking around. By the way, I already got your answers in the blue screen. Don't worry about that. Nope, hold on. I put it under I put it under Northern, Mark. Hold on. I'll get that fixed. KC8FQV, you sticking around tonight, Mark?
Yeah, KC8FQV. I'll stick around if the hayloft don't catch me. So, yeah, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night or today. I got some sleep. So, if the sleep catches me, hopefully it won't. So, KC8FQV.
I think the Sandman is out and about. He's out and doing well, doing a lot of business. Everybody's a little tired tonight. I know I am as well. But all right, Mark, we got you sticking around. Let's see, N8YQL, Jack down there over there in Cuyahoga Falls. How's it going, Jack? You sticking around tonight for trivia?
Yeah, I might. I'll definitely be listening. I might pop in there if I've got something worth talking about. If I could ask you a question real quick. I guess it's because the guys that are coming in from out of state and stuff, you know, they talk, they go to a repeater, and it goes to their computer, and computer to here, and then to our repeater, and then to our radio. But I don't know if it's those guys or just anybody, but a lot of guys have audio that's clear back here. You can't even hear them. I don't know how you make out what they're saying. So I don't even know if you copied that. But I don't understand why. Most of the guys have good audio, but there are quite a few who sound like police car audio, which is minus about 10 dB. Did you have an answer for that?
I think it's just a matter, at least from what the experience that I've had, Jack, different repeaters are just tweaked slightly differently. The settings are slightly different. Some people are coming in on Echolink on their phones. So sometimes those folks will be a little hot, or sometimes they could be a little quiet if they're not holding their phone at a certain spot. I know, for example, the 015 repeater up in Newberry is a little quieter when it comes through. Is linked to Doylestown, so there's different reasons. I think it's just because everything's tuned a little differently. Over.
Right. Yeah, I got that, and I agree, and I understand. But it's like your audio is perfect. It's right where it should be, and a lot of the guys, I think you're right, because the guys that are in town seem to sound, most of them sound fine. But it is annoying, because I've got my volume set, and I'm hearing you great, and then somebody comes in and they're like, I can't understand a word they're saying, so I turn the volume up, and then you come in and pow. So I just wanted to ask you about it. I don't mean to complain. I just that all this phone stuff and computer stuff, and to me that's not AM radio. But that's my personal opinion. So thank you for coming back to me. I will be listening, and I might pop in there a couple times. Thank you very much, Josh. This is N8YQL, Jack in the phone.
N8YQL, W8HRF. All right, Jack. Yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from, but there is, what was I going to mention? If anybody is curious about how they sound and they don't have a way to listen to how their setup sounds, WB8CXO does stream this net on YouTube. So if you go over to WB8CXO on YouTube, you can look to see how you sound and maybe do some adjusting. So that can help too. All right, last on the list, N5 KBD, because I'm way over time. Pete, you sticking around?
Rodriguez, Holmes.
All right, nothing heard. I did see him in the blue screen, though, so I think he's there. So, all right, I am way over time. I am really sorry. I'm going to throw it over to Lucy. K8YUK, W8HRF. Light them up, Lucy.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Beacon Net. Real quick, I want to make sure my microphone is aiming the correct direction. Josh says I'm good. All right. I'm Lucy, call sign Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Kilo, KE8YUK. I'll be your net controller this evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.0. Almost says 0.8. Sorry, guys. You can also find us with Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside, various other repeaters, because it's fun and we like meeting new people. So please key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. You'll hear a beep, but wait just a second or two after the beep before you talk. It will help me out immensely, and we'll hear what you got to say. Before we start taking more check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? If so, please call now. All right, nothing heard, which is always good. If anything does arise during our net, please get our attention, and we will do our best to help you out. We've got a good list of stations from our pre-show, but if you missed the pre-show and would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, as well as your name and location. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8 Bravo Hotel Quebec KE8 BHQ Benjamin Mobile.
Classic. We've got Ben in the mobile, KE8BHQ. Josh has you on the list. And your mobile. So we'll talk to you in a second. First, we're going to read the trivias. W8HRF has our main trivia, so I'm going to pass it over to him to read that off. KE8YUK to W8HRF. Go.
All right, tonight's main trivia, this is W8HRF, is a unit of electrical power equal to 1 joule per second was named after a Scottish inventor known for his work on the steam engine. What is that unit? Your options are alpha, the joule, Bravo, amp, Charlie, watt, or delta, volt. Again, your options, or main trivia tonight is a unit of electrical power equal to 1 joule per second was named after a Scottish inventor known for his work on the steam engine. What is that unit? Your options are alpha, a joule, Bravo, an amp, Charlie, a watt, or delta, a volt. I'm going to go ahead and post this in the blue screen. Back to you, Lucy. K8YUK, W8HRF.
W8HRF, KE8YUK. Real quick, just our obligatory reminder that trivia is meant to be fun. If you know the answer for sure, just answer the question. You don't have to explain the correct answer because then people can't guess and have fun with it. And it just makes it more tricky and more enjoyable through the whole night. No pressure, but just keep that in mind as you answer it when we call on you. All trivia for tonight. Why was duty officer Stanislav Petrov reprimanded? A, he ran over the general's daily driver with a tank. B, he accidentally hit the station's self-destruct button. C, he stuck his dog onto the station. Or D, he prevented World War III? Again, why was duty officer Stanislav Petrov reprimanded? A, he ran over the general's daily driver with a tank. B, he accidentally hit the station's self-destruct button. C, he snuck his dog onto the station. Or D, he prevented World War III. I'm going to post that in the blue screen, and I'm going to pass it to KE8BHQ, our mobile. Ben, what are your trivia answers? How are you doing tonight?
KE8YUK, KE8BHQ. I'm doing pretty good, Lucy, but I'm starting to get down there pretty far on the road, so I'm going to make this quick. Take a guess at Alpha and Alpha. That's about all I've got, so I'm going to give it back to you. This is KE8BHQ.
Fun. We've got you down for Alpha and Alpha, and we wish you safe travels as you drive. Going to go up to the top of the list. Brad, KE0KDW. How are you doing tonight, Brad? Hopefully you can hear us over the movie. What you watching?
Good evening, Lucy. Decided to rent some movie called The Dictator. The trailer looked interesting, so yeah. And then probably watch the interview later on, which is a different movie. But I will forget the recommendation Josh gave me, so if he can think to do so, he may text that to me, because I will forget. But we're going to go with double A's this evening for the answer. K0KW.
W8WKY.
Marvelous, Brad. We've got you for double A's. Betty. Oh, guys, I'm so tired. Hi. Brad, Josh recommended Arsenic and Old Lace, and one of my personal favorite comedic movies. I don't know if it necessarily counts as a comedy because it does have a little bit of tension in it, but it's either up Periscope or down Periscope. I don't remember which one has Frasier in it, but it's that one. I enjoy that movie very much. That's my recommendation. Enjoy The Dictator, followed by the interview, and have a good night. We'll clear with Brad. We'll pick up Kelly, KC0LRM. Kelly, how are you tonight? What are your trivia answers?
Oh, hey, Lucy, thanks for getting me in there. I'm going to give my answers. I think I'm going to go, it's kind of sad being a ham. I should know this first one, but I haven't practiced my electronics in a while. So I'm going to go C and C, and I finished my vodka, and it was really good. So that's what I got for tonight. Thanks for running that, and back to you.
All right, Kelly. Got you down for Charlie and Charlie. I got a little distracted by the blue screen praising 015. Just Nick said it has an amazing footprint but no traffic, which is a shame. And I don't know if there's anything we can do about that because we focus on W8WKY, which reminds me to re-identify. This is the W8WKY repeater, and we are running the Beacon Net. My call sign is Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo. And the Beacon Net meets every Wednesday and Sunday night. It's a lot of fun. Come join us. Speaking of the blue screen, if you have access to the NetLogger software, if you open up the almost instant messenger window, when you monitor our net, you will see the other half of the net. You can also access this on rag2.app, and it's a lot of fun to pay attention to. All right. Sorry about that sidetrack, Kelly. We'll clear. Thanks for joining us tonight. Chuck was in and out, so we're going to pick up Ray, K5CFY. Are you out there, Mr. Ray?
UK in the net. This is K5CFY. Good evening, Miss Lucy. Thank you for doing the net. Appreciate it. Wave a hand there at your net logger there, W8HRF, and you guys do a great job. And let's see, I'm going to go with Alpha and Alpha. So we'll give it back to you, and hope Lucy and Will are doing sleeping tightly tonight. Back to you, K5CFY.
K5CFY, K8YUK. We got you down for Alpha and Alpha double A's. We've got some duplicates running tonight. That'll be interesting to see how long that lasts. Thanks for checking in, Mr. Ray. Sorry I haven't been on the boredom breaker in a minute. I haven't been bored, but we miss you guys, and hopefully we'll catch you down the log. Oh my goodness. You know, it's not handy having your husband be your logger when you also need someone to go get your tea. Anyway, we're going to clear with Mr. Ray. We're going to pick up 88MO. Andy, how are you doing? Long time no talk.
Yeah, really happy. Here's a little upgraded ham radio for an NAYQL. So, the way it should be, right? So, anyhow, I will go with Charlie and Alpha. Trivia question. And, yeah, an Amateur Radio Association network very good tonight. So, and we had a good time. And, got a brand new access in Struthers. It's called the Struthers. Oh my gosh, this is roar. So I can't give you any more information on it other than it's Saturday, January 31st. So may or may not be in town for that one. So, gosh, you call on the radio or on the phone here after that. I'll throw it back to you. Hopefully this got through. We'll see. K8YK from 88MO.
Well, I'm not going to lie, Andy. First of all, he is Mr. Lucy for a reason. However, unfortunately, I missed a good chunk of your transmission. Not all of it. I did catch that you were saying something about Struthers, I think. I am not sure beyond that. And we did get you down for Charlie and Alpha, but you were pretty choppy, just so you're aware of that. I don't know what's going on the blue screen, so I'm just going to thank you for checking in. And we're going to clear the up Miss Nancy, KI5OZZ. How are you doing tonight, Miss Nancy? What are your answers? KI5OZZ, Miss Nancy, are you out there? All right. If memory serves, Miss Nancy was not sure if she'd be sticking around. So maybe we'll circle back. Maybe Josh can mark. Yeah, and we'll try to come back one more time. Maybe if she comes back. But I do believe she said she might call it a night. So we're going to clear with Miss Nancy. We're going to pick up Jeremy, who also wasn't sure if he was able to stick around. KE8ZRY. How are you doing, Jeremy? And how's the little one taking no binky?
KE8YUK, this is KE8ZRY. Evening, Lucy. She is actually taking it well so far. She settled down and fell asleep, so that's a plus. It's been quite a few changes for her over the last few months. We changed the whole sleeping routine, and now no binky, and a few other things have gone on. So it's been quite chaotic. But she's taking it like a champ, and potty training on top of everything. So it's been fun. Let's see here. For trivia, I'm going to do Charlie and Delta. And I just hope everybody's had a great day, had a great week so far. We're halfway through it, and I hope the rest of the week is just great for everybody. This is KE8ZRY saying 73. It's back to you.
KE8ZRY, KE8YUK. Goodness, that is a lot of changes. Potty training is not for the weak-hearted. Betty is finally kind of getting a handle on it, but we've had a couple accidents here and there, which, it's only natural. But props to you guys, and I wish you continued luck with that. We've got you down for Charlie and Delta, and we're going to clear Jeremy, and we're going to pick up Paul, KC1VQS. I don't know if I have for Paul. Welcome to the net. How are you doing? And I might not get to talk with Paul after all. KC1VQS, are you out there? Well, darn. Nothing heard from Paul, and I don't believe Josh sees him connected, so we might just leave him be for tonight. I will leave it up to my logger. We're going to clear it, Paul. We're going to pick up Uncle Fred, KE8QFT. How are you doing, Uncle Fred? I heard you switched to watching the Cavs. Are they doing any better than the Guards?
Well, the Guardians are done playing for the year. The trivia is Charlie and Delta. The Cavs lost tonight. Now I'm watching the World Series again. Toronto is up 3-1, I think. I just lost the signal to my TV when I keyed up. Well, but Toronto is up now 3-1. It's weird because, you know, Canada, they're the hockey people, and they haven't won the Stanley Cup since 1993, the hockey championship, and they're on the verge of possibly upsetting the Los Angeles Dodgers in the World Series. So go figure. KE8QFT, back to net control.
Roger that, Uncle Fred. Yeah, I only remember when the Cavs won the championship in 2016 because I was on a retreat, and I wouldn't have watched it, wouldn't have known anything about it, except the head priest of the retreat was a gigantic Cavs fan. And apparently, if my memory serves, he would always watch it with his dad. And his dad passed away either earlier that year or the year before. And so it was extra emotional for him when the Cavs won because his dad didn't get to see it. But he got to share it with us, which was really touching. And we actually went to the parade, which, again, never would have gone by myself, but it was certainly an experience. So that's pretty much the limit of my experience with the Cavs. And as hockey goes, I only pay attention to hockey games when I have siblings playing it. If I have a sibling in a sport, I will be more dedicated to that game. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on. But that does sound like Canada. I don't think they're doing so hot in terms of hockey. We had you, doggone it. I think you said Alpha and Delta, or maybe I think it was Charlie and Delta. But now I don't remember if it was Alpha Delta or Charlie Delta. So, Uncle Fred, could you remind us what you said?
Yes, it was Charlie and Delta, C and D.
Roger that. That's what I thought, but then I second-guessed myself. Got you down for Charlie and Delta. Thanks for your help. And we'll tell the little kids that you said hi. Well, clear with Uncle Fred, and we have a rare appearance tonight. KI5 DIY Alan. I'm just assuming you're short time, so we're going to skip over to you. How are you doing tonight, Alan? And do you know what the trivia questions are? Did you find them in the blue screen?
KI5 DIY. Well, hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm on Allstar with earbuds. It might come in through okay.
Josh says, no. You're very quiet, but I can hear you, and you're muffled. You're quiet and muffled, but I can hear you. So your call on how you want to proceed. Over to you.
Okay, let's try this. I'll get a little closer. I'm actually on Echolink. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was on here, but if this is any better, I'll continue with this.
You have limited resources available, and I can understand what you're saying. So, as I am the most important person on this entire net, I'm going to... you're fine, Alan. Don't worry about it. How are you doing? How's your day?
AI5DAY returning. Sorry, I had to lose the earbuds. Hopefully you can hear me better now. And is this better?
Much better, way better. Josh, please turn the volume down. The beep is going to deafen me. All right, Alan, third time's the try. Your turn.
My apologies. I had the earbuds in, and that was causing the problem. I'm in a noisy hangar, so I put the earbuds in. But without them, I guess my transmitter's a lot better. Anyways, good to see everybody in the blue screen there. I'll chat a little bit. I haven't read the trivias yet, but I will. I'll go back and reread them and just post my answers in there. Don't think I'm going to have to do much else tonight. We've got a pretty laid-back night for the most part. The airplane's about done, and my area's done, so just chilling like a villain, man, hanging out, doing a lot of reading tonight, and surfing the interwebs, and I don't know, watching the cobwebs squirrel, I guess. But yeah, all is good, just hanging out. It's pretty chilly here in Oklahoma now, which is interesting. It got really cool, and we had a lot of wind and stuff over the last couple of days, but all is good now, and I'm just hanging out. So I'll be surfing through the blue screen a little bit, and I'll try to be very polite and and what's the word I'm looking for? Antagonistic? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, back to you, KI5DAY. I'll be listening, and I'll go back and read the trivia and post my answers. KI5DAY.
KI5DAY, KEAYUK. Got your transmission loud and clear, and just kind of white noise in the background, so you're all good to go. We'll pick up your trivia when you send it. I posted the alt trivia in the blue screen before Josh posted the main trivia, so be warned. Be warned, everybody. It says alt trivia on purpose. I posted it before Josh posted main trivia. Don't be confused. All right. Yeah, we'll catch you down the log, Alan. Thanks for checking in. Long time no talk, so it's good to catch you. We'll clear with Alan, and before I forget, I'm going to re-identify. This is Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, with the Beacon Net on the W8WKY repeater. The Beacon Net meets every Wednesday and every Sunday evening. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the pre-show, and 10 p.m. Eastern Time is the big show, or the big shoe, depending on who you ask. And it's a lot of fun. Come hang out. I already cleared with Alan, so I'm going to pick up John, one of a million Johns, but you're special in your own way, I'm sure. And 8YMY, how are you doing tonight, and what are your trivia answers?
K8YUK with W8HRF behind the scenes. I made it, all the nets today. As hard as it is to turn down a good pair of Ds, I'm going to go with C and D. And I think I'm going to get out of here. So 7-3s, have a great night, and I will be on this exact frequency at about 5:45 this morning. This morning. So 7-3s, Lucy, have a great night.
Anyone who gets on the pre-pre barometer net has my respect. A little bit of fear, but also respect. We've got you down for Charlie and Delta John. Thanks for checking in. Props to you for also being around still at 10:30 at night after being on the pre-pre show for the barometer net. I can't imagine. I'm tired just thinking about it. I'm tired in general. I'm extra tired thinking about it. But thanks for checking in. We'll clear with John. We'll pick up Tim or maybe Becca. We'll find out. KI5TAQ. Are you out there, and what are your trivia answers?
Good evening there, Miss Lucy. This is KI5TAQ. Trivia questions, or better yet, trivia answers. You can put me down for Charlie and Charlie. kind of a very fun night tonight here in the hangars here. I get to walk around, and yeah, shall we say, Alan didn't mention it, but he got pestered, or shall we say, he found a troublemaker. Maybe his brother called Jack Sparrow number 2. Anyways, I'll let you get on down the list. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, Tim, we've got you down for Charlie and Charlie. What? Charlie and Charlie. And say hi to Becca for us. Would she be mad if we started calling her Burrito Becca? Please ask. It's important. We're going to clear it, Tim. KE8ARB Brandon, KD8HAG Tim, and N8WHR Mike were all in and out. Thank you guys for adding to our list. Hopefully we'll catch you down the log. AI5Q, you're up next. We've already got you down for Charlie and Charlie, and you did tell us how to deal with night terrors, which will certainly come in handy. I am watching the monitor like a hawk. We'll see how this goes. Otherwise, how is everything?
W8WKY.
Well, good evening, Lucy and Josh in the background there. Things are okay. We're proceeding with the sale of the company, and based on a lot of the questions that are being asked and stuff that I'm having to populate the virtual data room with, indicate that one of the potential buyers is a major corporation in the midstream space, and they are asking very pointed, very difficult questions to answer for a small company that doesn't have to comply with some of the big boy rules that are out there. So that's going to be interesting if that's who acquires us. It's going to be a culture shift for sure, but there's still some smaller players in the mix, and we're supposed to hear something later this week on narrowing it down to the last 2, maybe 3, hopefully just 2 players, and go from there. On a potty training note, Teddy still has accidents on the daily. He quit peeing himself at school so much, but he still has poop accidents almost daily, and we're thinking about putting his size underwear on an Amazon Prime monthly subscription basis, just because we get tired of washing them, so we throw them away. It'll get better. It'll get better. I know it will. Everybody else is doing good. Noelle had a concert tonight playing bass with her orchestra, and Bearcats won tomorrow night. So Halloween's going to be fun, and looking forward to it. AI5Q, back to you, Lucy.
Go ahead, KDSLG.
Yay, teamwork. Thanks, guys. Jairus, we've got you down for Charlie, and Charlie, as already said, Teddy. Oh, no, Teddy. That's unfortunate. That's tough. I had something witty I was going to say, but then Morse code blew out my eardrums. Halloween. I was going to say something about nothing could be scarier than having a daily poop accident. That would be hard to wake up to every day. So props to you guys. And I have a funny story about Betty, but I probably shouldn't share it on the air, so we'll deal with that later. And Halloween for sure. I am hoping to take the kids trick-or-treating, but it looks like we're going to get slammed with rain, and I don't really feel like taking them out in the rain when only Betty knows what candy is, and she really doesn't need that much right now, really any right now. So we'll see. We're going to clear with Jairus and wish everybody well, and we're going to pick up Fred, WA8KOC. How are you doing, Fred? What are your trivia answers?
KE8YUK, WA8KOC. Good evening, Lucy. Good to hear you. Hope the kids are doing well, and you're doing well also. I heard something about Miss Betty having nightmares or something. That's bad. And we had an older friend who actually was probably 2 years older than me, and that's old. And she slept over at our house one night and had night terrors, and she explained about that, and that's miserable. So hopefully that doesn't go on. I think Josh said you had them when you were younger. God bless you for getting through that. Anyway, hopefully you're having a good evening. Like I said, sounds like a great net. If you could put my answers down for C and D, I'd appreciate it. And then I guess I'll talk to you guys in the near future. Take care of yourselves. 7-3 to you and everybody else in here on the net. KE8YUK, WA8KOC.
WA8KOC, KE8YUK. We've got you down for Charlie and Delta. Thanks so much for joining us, Fred. And thanks for the prayers, I guess, because so far that's bad, but I certainly don't want it to get worse. My brain shorted out. I had something else I was going to say about what you said, and I don't know where it went. I need more sleep. We're going to clear with Fred. Pete was in and out, so we're going to pick up RevCav. We've got you down for double Ds, but hopefully you've got some traffic. K8YK to K6KJV.
Well, hello, Lucy. Thank you very much for the hand-up. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California. Hello to you and everyone else on the net. And that's right. You got it. Double D's, Delta and Delta. And I'm going to throw out some prayers there for you and your family. I know it must be really tough for you potty training 3 kids in the house. I know the 2 youngins will work through it just fine. So, God bless and 73 everyone, and back to you, Miss Lucy from K6KJV.
I'm still laughing at Josh's reaction to that. Oh, goodness. Thank you for the thoughts and the prayers, especially the prayers. We can take all of them we can get. Like I said, I'm watching the monitor, and so far both kids seem to be out cold, which is good. Betty has this thing about sleeping like a vampire, just flat on her back with her arms straight by her side. It's kind of terrifying, but I guess she's asleep. But yes, thank you for that, RevCap. We will catch down the log. Great to hear from you, as always. We're going to clear with RevCap, and we're going to pick up KCA FQV. Mark, how are you doing tonight? What are your trivia answers?
All right, Lucy.
KC8 FQV, you out there, Mark?
CD. Compact disc. CD. I was just thinking, geez, you could start wiring a house for USB. We were wiring a house for 110. Then we were wiring it for cable and telephone. Then we were wiring it for cat cable. Well, now you could wire it for USB. Because there's so much stuff that is powered with USB. Well, just that 3 to 5 volts, I think. I got a humidifier here. It runs on USB power. So it could run on battery. It could run on, AC. It could run in the car. Matter of fact, yesterday, I was driving. I went. And I had to charge the pump. The pump was down at 30%. So I'm sitting here driving. I'm all plugged the pump in for the insulin. I'll leave it charged while I'm driving. about 30 minutes while I was driving, it charged it all the way to 100%. It started at 30. So, like, no time waste. But, yeah, CD. You know, so, yeah, there's so many things I have here. And, yeah, it's danger when I go down to Worcester and I go into the surplus stores down there. So, or the surplus up here, one or two I haven't been to. Maybe I'll have to go to it again. But let's send it back to net, Lucy. Yeah, the Ham Fest this Sunday down at Maslin at the Maps Museum. So let's send it back to net control, KCFQV.
KC8FQV, K8YUK. Got you down for Charlie and Delta. And, yeah, the surplus stores are dangerous for me because if I go in, I will find too many things that I think I need. And I can't afford that, literally. But they are fun to look into. And we'll probably catch you at the Maps Museum, depending on how cooperative the kids are, and if we can find the tickets or not. We'll deal with that tomorrow. We'll clear with Mark. Good to hear from you. We're going to pick up Jack, N8YQL. Hopefully your audio is sounding better. And do you have trivia answers for us?
W8WKY.
N8YQL. Are you out there? Well, unfortunately, it sounds like Jack is living my dream. That is to say, he is asleep, more likely than not. Sweet dreams, Jack. Sweet dreams. Enjoy it for me. We're going to clear with Jack, and we're going to pick up Pete, second Pete of the night, N5KBD. How are you tonight, and what are your trivia answers? Oh, no, not another one. Pete, N5KBD, are you out there? Well, that was a very long, awkward pause. Unfortunate. Well, the only person I have left on my list is Miss Nancy. I'll give her a call out and then I'll re-identify. KI5OZZ, are you out there? Wow, okay, quiet night. Well, our other check-ins were Ben, who is mobile, and KF5DAY, who we got already. There is no one left on my list, and we only have 29 check-ins. And it's only, I say only, 10:46. So this is Kilo, FO8, Yankee, Uniform Kilo, KE8YUK, Lucy, as the net control for the Beacon Net. We meet every Wednesday and Sunday night. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the pre-show. That doesn't make any sense. 10 p.m. Eastern Time is the big show or the big shoe. I am the net control tonight, and if you'd like to be added to our list, please give your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, as well as your name and location, and we will get you on this list. If you're interested, please call now.
Hello, Juliet 4, Sierra Lima Oscar, KJ 4, SLO, Vince, Sand Springs, Oklahoma.
This is Guy from Georgetown, Texas, KJ5ATA, checking into the net.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry in Ellenboro, West Virginia, KF8ERZ.
All right, let me make sure that I got it. All right, we had a couple train wrecks here. So here's who we've got. We've got KJ4SLO, Vincent, from Snohomish, which is a fascinating city. I would love to hear more about that, but we'll talk about that. All right, we'll confirm it. KJ4SLO, is that the correct call sign?
Is, but I have not changed my ULN info yet. I am currently in Sand Springs, Oklahoma. But yes, we were up there in Snohomish. Cool place.
Who needs accuracy and honesty? Keep the city name. It's amazing. All right. We've got you. We've also got KJ5 ATA guy in Georgetown, Texas. I know for sure we've got you. KF8 ERZ Terry in Ellenboro, West Virginia. Yeah, you confirmed that?
No, that's good. I know.
Okay, cool. Anybody else we missed? Please call now. All right, we'll take 3. KJ4SLO, Vincent, how are you doing tonight? And do you have trivia answers for us?
Radio equipment, taking an odd opportunity to come out and play with my radios here. I think I'm coming in on the Claremore, Oklahoma repeater. But anyway, my antenna that I'm using for the base does not have good enough reception, so I have my Uniden Bearcat scanner here for the receive, and seems to be working okay so far. But anyway, I didn't catch the last part of that, what you had asked me.
All good, all good. We have so many repeaters linked that it is very wise to give and take some time before keying up and giving some time after unkeying. So that's probably part of it. What I said was, do you have trivia answers for us tonight, or have you heard the trivia questions?
I will be totally honest with you. I had the radio on in the background while I was tending to a few other things in here, and did not catch them. So maybe next week.
It is 10:50, and we've only got 3 on the list. So let's just do a quick reread. I will chuck it over to W8HRF for main trivia. And then I will read our alternate trivia, KE8YUK to W8HRF.
KE8YUK, W8HRF. Tonight's main trivia question is, a unit of electrical power equal to 1 joule per second was named after a Scottish inventor known for his work on the steam engine. What is this unit? Your options are Alpha, a joule, Bravo, an amp, Charlie, a watt, or Delta, a volt. Again, tonight's main trivia question is, a unit of electrical power equal to 1 joule per second was named after a Scottish inventor known for his work on the steam engine. What is this unit? Your options are Alpha, a joule, Bravo, an amp, Charlie, a watt, or Delta, a volt. And I'll throw it back to Lucy, KE8YUK, to read the alternate. This is W8HRF. Back to you, Lucy.
Thank you, Josh. Here's your alternate trivia. Why was Duty Officer Stanislav Petrov reprimanded? A, he ran over the general's daily driver with a tank. B, he accidentally hit the station's self-destruct button. C, he snuck his dog onto the station. Or D, he prevented World War III. So you've got the main trivia and the alternate trivia. And if you've got answers for both, give it your best guess. KE8YUK to KJ4SLO.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, the second one, the bonus, I guess, I really couldn't tell you. That doesn't ring any bells. But the first one, I probably haven't thought of this since whenever and wherever I read it, but I believe that is a watt.
All right, we've got you for Charlie and Pass then. Thanks for hanging out and listening to us even in the background. It's good to have interactions. And, yeah, if you stick around and come back on Sunday, we've always got a main trivia, which is usually radio-related. It doesn't have to be, but usually is. And an alternate trivia, which is totally random trivia. And it's a good time. And hearing people's opinions and ideas about correct answers is entertaining. So thanks for playing. We'll find out what the real answers are after we go through the net control check-in list, but we're not quite there yet. I have two more people on my list, so I've got KJ5 ATA. Guy, how are you doing tonight? What are your trivia answers?
W8WKY.
Yeah, network. Miss Lucy, this is KJ5 ATA Guy from Georgetown, Texas. And listening to the questions, I'm going to have to come up with A and A. AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, or whatever. Alpha and Alpha. Anyways, yeah, hope you stay dry up there. I know it's kind of raining, from what I understand, and kind of cool up there. You got some real good fall weather today here in central Texas. We actually had some. It didn't get up to 90 degrees. Can you believe that? I don't think it even got up to 80. And so, yeah, it's been a cool day. I actually had to go out and wear a hoodie, which is unbelievable. But that's, already. Anyways, we should have been doing that earlier, but nah, it's okay. We're doing it now. Anyways, enough of my blabbering on that end. So, go back to network control. Miss Lucy, I'm going to give it back to you. This is KJ5 ATA, Guy from Georgetown, Texas.
KJ5 ATA, KE8YUK. We've got you down for Alpha and Alpha, Alcoholics Anonymous, or American Airlines. Depends on who you ask. Doggone it. Oh, raining, right, yes. Oh, my goodness. I do need sleep, people. It is raining a little bit. I think it's mostly the fact that it's in now, like, roughly the 50s and it's raining that just makes it kind of gross. It's not even hard rain. It's not even satisfying sound rain. It's just kind of bleh. My brothers, I think it was when they were in California, they were expecting, warmer weather being in the middle of California, but there was a cold snap. But because they came from Ohio, they were unfazed by the cool weather. So you've got all these Californians walking around in like full-on coats. My brothers are still wearing shorts. So it's all perspective. It's all perspective. We'll clear with Guy, and we'll pick up our last one on the list for now, KF8ERZ. Terry, how are you doing tonight? What are your trivia answers?
Good evening, Lucy, and everybody on the net. This is KF8ERZ. Thank you for taking my check-in this evening. Good to hear everyone on there. And for my trivia answers, I'm going to go with Charlie and Bravo. I really have no idea about what it is, but that's how I got my start in amateur radio, was in the CB, so I'll just go with Charlie Bravo. But anyway, yeah, it's been a kind of a chilly, rainy day here in West Virginia. It started raining this evening on my way home from church, so it's a cold rain, too, so definitely feels like fall, but I won't hold it. I know you got more people probably going to get on the list there, but just want to say 73s to everybody, and God bless. This is KF8ERZ.
KF8ERZ, KEYUK. We've got you down for CB. Classic answer. And thanks for checking in. It's good to have you. God bless you as well. All right, that's the bottom of my list. I'm going to do one more call before I go up to the net control team. If anybody wants to get on the list for tonight's Beacon Net, my call sign is Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo. And you can check in with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically. Alphabetically. That's what it was. That was Uncle Fred's joke. I'm trying to vocalize it and credit to Uncle Fred for that. Anyway, please give your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, and give your name and location, please. If you're interested, please call now. All right, it might be a short night. I'm going to go up to the top of the list. Oh, look, it's me. I just can't stand not bragging about my family. My brother Ben, the 14-year-old, just won his 5th boxing match in a row against a kid who has fought 9 times, won all 9, and 5 of those by knockout. And that kid is now 9-1, thanks to my brother. He's amazing. He actually has another fight coming up in November. I believe it's the 15th or the 16th, whatever that Saturday is, at Popeye's Boxing Gym. And I just love promoting it because it's a great cause. It's a nonprofit gym. It's where I go to exercise. And also my brother is awesome, and he would love an audience. But he won his most recent match, and then my dad plays in a hockey league that needs subs all the time. And so my brothers were in town, and so they subbed. So I got to see my dad and 2 brothers on the ice for the first time in a very long time. I think we were just married the last time I saw them on the ice, actually. So that was goodness, about 3 years ago. So, yeah, it was really good to see them. And they, of course, won because they're amazing. And I got to hang out with my sister-in-law, my brother's fiance, and it was cool to talk with them. So, all in all, great weekend. And we got a shed, but that's not my news. That's Josh's news. So speaking of, I'm going to quit blabbering, and I'm going to kick it over to W8HRF. What's your traffic tonight, Josh, and do you have trivia answers?
K8YUK, W8HRF. I have this problem where every time Lucy reads the trivia, her trivia, I don't listen. So I will come back about that. Anyways, it's so terrible of me. But today was good. I took the day off work because we were going to get the shed delivered, and I had a little bit of work left to do on the border that I built for it. Put a lot of limestone down for better drainage around the shed since it doesn't have gutters. So had the front piece to put in still. Had to get that all dug out, leveled out, put down the front part of the square, and then it was impressive. I've never seen a shed delivered. This is a 12 by 16 shed, and the guy who delivered it, he was phenomenal. The trailer is very dexterous in how it's able to move and basically just set the shed in place. So it was quite the sight to see. And he took that long trailer and his big old truck, and he was able to back it into our backyard one try, no corrections or anything like that. It was pretty cool. So, and then we had our friends over for dinner. So that was really nice. So that was my day. That was my past weekend. There was a lot of work getting ready for it, but I'm grateful for my brothers and my dad for coming and giving me a hand with it. So let me take a break for a second. For Lucy's question, I'm going to go with Delta. I'm going to put myself down for Delta. I am the logger, so I'll have to do that, and I'll obviously pass on the main. So I'll throw it back to you, Lucy. I'll be back in a little bit to read the answer to main trivia. K8YUK, W8HRF.
I could not find the foot pedal for a second there. W8HRF, K8YUK. Wait, was that the right order? Okay. It's one of those self-doubt nights. We're going to clear with Josh. We're going to pick up KD8 EBC Dustin. I feel like I missed your pre-show check-in. Long time no talk. How you doing, Dustin? What are your trivia answers? Oh no, KD8 EPCA, Dustin, are you pumpkin or are you out there? Another one bites the pumpkin patch. We'll clear with Dustin. Wish him a good night. KD8 SLG, I know you're out there. Sometimes you're way out there, but you're out there. We've got you down for Charlie and Charlie, but what's your traffic tonight?
W8WKY.
K-E-Y-U-K, KD8SLG. Good evening, Lucy, Josh, all the Beacon netizens. Yeah, I'm still here. Fine business. Good time tonight. We have fun. If you're not on the blue screen, you're missing half the fun. And Dustin, I think he's out in the pumpkin patch waiting for the great pumpkin. Maybe that's where he is. Maps Ham Fest Sunday, looking forward to it. Going to see a bunch of peeps there. That's my favorite one. They got 100+ tables or something. You get to see the airplanes, the museum. It's going to be a good time. That's all I got. Looking forward to it. Happy Halloween. Grab some candy from some kids out in the street. KD8SLG, back to net control.
KD8SLG, K8YUK. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just imagining you traipsing through the streets with a pillowcase full of bricks and just sacking any kid who has candy that tempts you. It's very entertaining. Ben is very excited about trick-or-treating because my mom said since he's so tall, he seems like such an adult. And in a costume, he would be even more convincing as an adult. And so she wasn't convinced that he should trick-or-treat. So he is getting around that by trick-or-treating with Betty. And is effectively her bodyguard, which will be very interesting because Betty's learned that things can be scary. So we're gonna see how this goes. Anywho's it. Thanks for checking in, Nick. Appreciate your time. Gonna clear with KD8SLG. We're gonna pick up Nick at night. K8QK. How are you doing tonight? Oh no, somebody's coughing. Somebody's waking up. Quick, what's your traffic?
K8YK, K8QK. Hello, Lucy. Hello, everybody on the net. Enjoying my night off tonight and listening to everybody. All right, my trivia tonight is going to be Charlie and Delta. Seems pretty common, but that's what I'm going to do. Aside from that, no, I don't know if I really have a lot of traffic. I could take the Allen route and say that the traffic on Route 8 is flowing pretty smooth right now because there's not much rush hour traffic happening right now. But anyway, yeah, that's about it for me. I don't know if I really have a lot else to add. So I guess with that, I will pass it back to you, K8QKO.
K8QKO, K8YUK. We got you down for Charlie and Delta. And sorry, I was making sure that all the kids were holding still. So my focus was a little shifted. But glad you had a night off, and sorry we haven't checked in on Sunday nights. The days have become a blur. We have Betty have sushi on Fridays, and so she's asked pretty much every day this whole week if she could have sushi, which does not help my mentality at all. I need an actual calendar. Anyway, I'm going to clear with Nick at night. We'll wish you a good night to yourself. And we're going to pick up the last person on our, what's the word? Net control list. Oh my gosh. KBZA, KAYUK. How are you doing tonight, Eric? What are your trivia answers?
KEAYUK, KEAVZA. I'm going to go with Charlie and Alpha.
Charlie and Alpha it is. Roger that. Wow, short night. Well, I'm really distracted by the blue screen. I'm too tired for this, guys. Y'all are too funny. I don't know, Josh. Should we do one more call, or should we? All right, one more call it is. This is Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo with the Beacon Net. We meet every Wednesday and Sunday night. That's what we're doing right now. If you want to be on our list, please call now. We're going to read the trivia because I heard nothing. I heard nothing. I have all trivia, though. I got to kick it over to Josh from Maine. K8YK to W8HRF. Take it away.
K8YUK, W8HRF. All right, tonight's main trivia question was, a unit of electrical power equal to 1 joule per second was named after the Scottish inventor known for his work on the steam engine. What was this unit? Your options are alpha, the joule. We had 4 answers for alpha. Bravo, amp. We had 0 answers for Bravo. Charlie, watt. We had 13 answers for watt. We had, and delta, volt. We had 1 answer for delta. I think that was Rev Kev. Anyways, tonight's answer is Charlie, the watt. So the SI unit of power, so the industrial system of units, is the watt. It's defined as 1 joule per second. The watt measures the rate at which energy is used or produced. It is crucial. It is a crucial unit for quantifying the energy conversion in electrical appliances, vehicles, power systems, allowing for precise calculations of energy efficiency and consumption in various scientific, engineering, and everyday contexts. So there you go. The answer again was Charlie, the watt. Back to you, Lucy. KE8YUK, W8HRF. 7-3, everybody.
W8HRF, KE8YUK. Thanks for reading off trivia. Great trivia question, if I do say so myself. All trivia. So the alternate trivia question is, why was duty officer Stanislav Petrov reprimanded? A, oh no, he ran over the general's daily driver with a tank. B, he accidentally hit the station's self-destruct button. C, he snuck his dog onto the station. Or D, he prevented World War III. We had a lot of varying answers. Only one B. But the answer is D, Delta. Stanislav Petrov was the duty officer at a Soviet early warning system when the system reported that up to 6 Minuteman intercontinental ballistic missiles had been launched from the United States. This was in 1983, just 3 weeks after the Soviet military had shot down Korean Airlines Flight 007, killing all 269 people aboard, including U.S. Congressman Larry McDonald and many other Americans. Petrov believed it might be a false alarm and disobeyed orders by not reporting the attack to his superiors. He feared that had he reported the attack, his superiors would have launched a retaliatory nuclear attack, leading to an all-out nuclear war. Later analysis showed that the detection system had malfunctioned, and it was indeed a false alarm. Petrov was reprimanded for not correctly documenting the incident, despite that action or inaction preventing World War III. The baby's awake, so I'm probably going to call it here, everybody. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, the entire BeaconNet crew, thank you one and all for checking in with us this evening. You're welcome to come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater. You can also find us on Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R in the same locations. You can find the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday. Finally, don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time, which is 1 o'clock Eastern Time, on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is Lucy, Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time. God bless in 73s.
So the letter was D for the second one, for yours, Lucy. And I know you gotta go take care of them little ones. KCFQ. Delta was the answer.
W8WKY.
Oh, it was a good net, but I think it was CD if that's correct. KCFQV. Everyone's out there still. I think everyone's sleepy.